Hello everybody, this is Fino M. Welcome back to some Diablo 3 Season 5. I've actually recorded this video twice so far. My computer kinda ran out of space, so hoping to upgrade my solid state drives next couple weeks, along with all of my other upgrades that I gotta do to keep this YouTube thing going. But what I've done in the previous video is I've gone in and I've done some bounties and exploration. Sadly, I lost all of my Kanai Cube quest, which sucks, but let's dive back in and I will explain the process again. Creating game. Alright. So basically, in the other three videos I've been doing story. This time around we're going to do adventure mode. So what adventure mode is it's a sandbox basically. It's a full open world kind of thing. Well, as open world as Diablo gets. That lets the player do what they want. So we have this area here and this here. So basically every act is now broken up and has quests. And each act has a series of bounties. There's 5 bounties per act for a total of 25 bounties. Every time you complete an act, you also get what's called an Heraldric cache. Inside of an Heraldric cache is a bunch of random loot. It's basically a chest that you open from your inventory. It comes with gems, blood shards, act-specific loot, such as the Ring of Royal Grandeur. And it also comes with blueprints for your blacksmith buddy over here. As I mentioned, it comes with blood shards. So this is Kadala, a fairly important little NPC.
Let's see what happens, shall we?
What Kadala does is she takes blood shards. You can see I have 13 from my previous video. And what it does is you can use the blood shards to have a shot at purchasing random loot from her. So if I want to buy mystery gloves, I need 25 blood shards. And what this does is it gives you either a blue, rare item, a rare item, or yeah, which is a yellow, or it gives you the potential of a legendary or set. Granted, Kadala is a bit of a bitch. She doesn't give you anything you ever want, but it's a key component to grind out Kadala with blood shards you get to see if you can get the loot you do want. Over here, we have the cube, which I went and gathered in another video and lost it. The cube allows you to take the legendary affixes, which is a special perk of a legendary gear, and attach it to your character by breaking down the legendary. So you can attach a weapon affix, you can attach a chest affix, and you can attach an accessory. And basically these are all kinds of different things, like Hellfire Ring, chance to hit on hit to engulf the ground in lava, dealing 200% weapon damage per second for 6 seconds. That's something that I could attach onto my character if I wanted that effect. It's pretty nice. So it allows players to customize their characters. Typically I go with the tall man's finger, or the short man's finger. Gargantuan instead summons 3 smaller gargantuans, each more powerful than before. Or I go with the Ring of Royal Grandeur, reduce the number of set items needed for set bonuses by 1 to a minimum of 2. And it works the same way for these. Also, you can reforge a legendary using 50 broken down legendary items, and along with these. These items here are gathered by doing acts. They come out of Heraldric caches, and basically you just have to do the entire act and you get 3 to 5 of them. Death's Breaths are later on item that drops. It's used to craft and do a lot of other stuff. And then you've got more crafting items. And this upgrades a rare item, so I could take, say, this dagger, and I could use all of these, 25 Death's Breaths, the rare item of level 70 or higher, or at level 70, and 50 of each of the crafting mats, and it had turn into a legendary. Could be any legendary of the same type, so it would be a rare ceremonial knife, legendary. And then we have Death's Breaths and Forgotten Souls to convert a set item. If you get 2 of the same green set boots, you can take one of them and convert it and try to get a arm piece, per se. This removes level requirement, self-explanatory. This converts a gem, self-explanatory. This converts crafting materials, again, self-explanatory. And this one here, I'm not really sure what it does yet. I'm going to look it up and get back to everybody sometime, hopefully. So that's what the cube does. Really, you use it to affix the gear, the stats, and upgrade rares into legendaries. It's pretty good. We're going to actually come over here. We're going to purge all of our stuff we're wearing. Toss it into here. And then we have this, the Nephilim Obelisk. So the Nephilim Obelisk takes you to Nephilim Rifts and Greater Rifts. Basically what a rift is it's a series of zones that you go through until you fill and complete a yellow bar. Killing yellows and blues and other rares drop orbs that actually project the bar forward quicker than just killing normal enemies. And that's actually what we're going to do first. We're going to go in and we're going to do a Nephilim Rift. Inside of a Nephilim Rift, you can also get a Greater Keystone off of the final boss. What that does is at level 70, it allows you to unlock a Greater Rift, which allows you to get rare gems that you can actually attach into your accessories that give your character special perks. Not perks, that's the wrong word. Special abilities, I guess would be the word. So we're going to go in, we're going to do a Nephilim Rift. We're going to blast through this. See what we get.
Prove yourself.
Prove yourself. Alright. So the last time I did this for my previous video, it went very slowly, so hopefully this one will be a little quicker.
May resemble giant scorpions, but in truth, they are molded from the bodies of human sacrifices.
Let's do this.
The demons twist their victims into the stinger's distinctive forms by slicing open their chests and viciously mutilating their legs.
Gross.
Maddened by pain, these creatures can
So those are the
poison their
orbs
prey
that
with
I'm
a
picking up
single
there. You can see them
strike.
filling up the bar quickly. In the lost videos, we got some new skills. We got our Gargantuan friend here, who basically just wrecks the face like the zombie dogs. We also got Haunt Rune, which is Consuming Spirit, which actually returns health for every enemy haunted. I believe it is 63 life a second for every enemy haunted. And then we got Grasp of the Dead here. We actually Groping Eels, which is just a buffed up damage version of it. And then we got Chill Dogs. Zombie dogs freeze enemies slowly. When they're hit, they take 15%. We also got a new passive that allows us to have an additional zombie dog by our side. So now we're on to 4. What I am debating on is continuing the leveling process up through adventure mode until we hit the higher levels, and then potentially from there finishing up the story. The story can be a bit of a slog at times. I think if we're actually getting the gear that we want while we're doing it, it might be more eventful. I also have a buddy, Disaster Dave, who might be joining us for this hardcore run at some point. What level he will be will depend when I join, whether I join him or he joins me. So I don't want to push the story too much, because we might end up doing a lot of the story, tension back up on the side, and then we'll push the story forward together. Seems like a good
A worthy opponent.
So right there we killed blues and yellows, which was a nice jackpot. Got another yellow.
more pain.
Chicken. Got some blues. This one's going much quicker than the one I did in the previous video, which is good. The last one was taking forever. So that one's not. So far, this is going pretty well. And what we'll basically do is we'll continue to slog through this area. In the legendary Lost videos, actually went on a bit of a tangent about grinding. All that. So, on the good side is that we lost that. Okay, I'm hoping to do a full video on that, of grinding and how games do it well and how games don't. I think it'll be fun.
Need more time.
Do a strict opinion video. Everybody knows that the internet loves other people's opinions. So, if you didn't get the sarcasm there, it was meant to have some. Everything's going good. Channel's going good. Blasting through. Still gotta get some Hearthstone recorded later today, I think.
Not ready yet.
Goblin.
Needs more time. Not ready yet.
Got him. Perfect. Poison pool over here. So yeah, we just keep running through the areas. You got a yellow over there. Slaying hordes and hordes and hordes of enemies.
Need more time.
Seeing what we get for loot. Yellow. Orbs. Got another yellow. Right back to that. We're not pulling the stops. It's funny because the video I lost, I was in here for literally like 25 minutes on a grand rep. It was just taking forever. This one's not bad at all. It's been rather quick. Another yellow. This is ridiculous. This is yellow after yellow. Pulling them all at once, which is good. I don't think that my character is currently spec'd well enough to be able to just fight multiple yellows at the same time. We got this. Shit, son.
Your day comes.
Great.
The spirits aid me.
Basically what we're going to do is we're actually going to just slay the boss. When he dies, he's going to explode and give us a ton of loot. Down he goes. He spit out a ton of loot, and he gave us some blood shards. And that's that. That's the rift. So now that we've completed that, we're going to port back to town. We're going to talk to Auric. He's going to give us our reward for completing it.
I grant you the power.
Thank you, sir.
Of your ancestors.
My power
He's going to give us a ton of
vast.
experience. Now we're going to sort through our loot, see if we got anything better. Got a belt, that's better. Got a chest, that's better. We got a fucking massive upgrade to our weapon. Got a mojo I'm going to try to hold on to. Got some new pants. Got some new boots. We got tons of nice new loot. Got our first amulet. Some new gloves. So because I didn't find any other good one-handers, I'm just going to break everything down. That still has a gem in it. Gonna come to this over here. And we're gonna deposit all of our stuff. Now we're gonna go talk to our gem crafter. So she can craft us better gems. We want our weapon to have more damage now that we've got this guy. Requires artisan level 3, so we're gonna actually level her up. Train. Take her as high as we can until she bankrupts. That's good. Now we're gonna come and we're gonna actually upgrade Flawless Ruby. We're gonna craft a couple. See if we can make the next tier ruby, which we can, which is a square. And every time you upgrade a gem, it gets progressively better. So now we get 30% damage instead of the 19% damage, or 15% damage, which is very nice. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna open it up. We're actually just gonna slot it in there. Now the weapon is 119, which is huge. We got some blood shards. We got exactly 25. So there's no reason to use blood shards at this level, so we're just going to hold on to them. And on that note, we're going to go do the bounty. So we're going to pop around the world, complete the 5 quests. Take place. Our new weapon, this stuff just melts, which is fantastic. Got some lore.
The cultists were performing a strange ritual when I saw them today. One of their number stood soundlessly, while others thrust long spikes deep into his spine. He did not perish. And I believe that he may have even been darkly empowered from the implantation. Though such terrible magic is foreign to me.
More.
Dark berserkers are considered weaker demons, but their strength is still far greater than that of any human. I have found dark spells within the cathedral, written in Archbishop Lazarus's own hand, explaining how to...
A fetid,
Lore.
pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering
Need
from
more
an
time.
imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
new weapon is actually making the enemies melt. So every time you come in to do the quest, you're going to have a series of different objectives. So this one here is kill all the enemies, kill enemies in the Hall of Agony until you kill 100, and then you need to kill the cultist granting physical. So we're going to run through and head through here until we find the cultist and get a chest. We've killed 100 enemies, so now all we have left for our objective is to actually kill the big guy. It's usually a purple. I'm just going to keep haunting the whole pathway.
Not ready yet.
There he is. He's dead. So we've completed one bounty. So now that that bounty's done, we actually just hop into another one. Now we got a new one. This is Bounty Kill Hannes. Enter Leoric's Manor. Ooh, actually, kind of want to go out there. There's a series of blues. Blues have a higher potential chance of dropping better loot. So do rares, the yellows. So this is actually one of the new areas. Is that this whole spot over here is actually now a thing. It didn't used to be. You can run down here into the royal quarters. This is, like I said, brand new area. Skeletons.
Your day comes.
Unlocked lifelink from a dog. Basically, we're running through. If you've watched the story playthrough, you see that they killed King Leoric. Basically, this is King Leoric's castle that we're pillaging. And these are all his men. Target is actually over there, but we're going to keep pushing through here, see what we can find. We've got a storeroom with a bunch of whites. I'm not usually one for picking up whites, but, you know, the loot isn't dropping like crazy right now, so why not? The lightning, the rain. This is a game that's been out for like 3 years, I think, and it actually still holds up very well. It's something Blizzard is really good at making its other games stand the test of time. The fact that they're still supporting this game when they actually have no financial gain to it, there's no reason for them to continue supporting and patching this every few months like they do. Once the game is bought, you have all the content. To my knowledge, you don't even have to purchase Reaper of Souls in order to get access to all of this stuff. So, there we go. We've completed another one, so we're going to port over here. We're going to check our inventory before we get too far through here, see if we got anything better. We got a new chest. That is all we have new. That's any good. So right now, I can almost just hop on
I strike at your heart.
So what we're going to do is actually, we're going to equip something that isn't corpse spiders. I believe we have access to a move called Locust Sword, which is like a haunt, but it automatically just spreads.
The light grows stronger within.
Alright. So we're gonna... Here we have Locust Swarm, Pestilence. What Pestilence does is Locust Swarm has a 100% chance to jump to 2 additional nearby enemies, so it just lets it spread better. What this does mean, though, is that we actually have to get rid of Hex in order to keep our 2 other summons, which does suck. Actually, I think I'm gonna get rid of Grasp of the Dead instead. And toss Hex there. So that we can still have our spiders.
My studies indicate that a high-level cleric
I like
of the
Hex.
Zakarum
It's a
named
good move, in my
Akkad
opinion.
began to sense the corruption that was eating away at the heart of his faith. He knew this corruption would eventually destroy the
So now I can run up into the
and that
enemies
he
and I can
must
do what's
take
called
action.
Locust
After
Swarm.
much
Locust
prayer,
Swarm just
Akkad hit upon the
spreads.
idea
With our
an
amount of
order
damage that we're actually
crusaders.
carrying on our character right now, it's gonna basically just obliterate enemies. Look at it, it just wrecks face.
Your day comes.
Alright, well, I think we're gonna come back here now, I think. Fingers crossed we get a legendary this playthrough. We got 2 legendaries for killing the Skelly King, which is pretty nice. Definitely cannot guarantee that every day.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
There. Speaking of the fucking devil, there we go. Some legendaries. What do we got? Town portal. So the effect. This is a legendary effects right here, and it's not a good one, but the damage on it is so much more significantly better that I'm just going to equip it anyway.
I strike at your heart.
And as you can continue to see, Locust Swarm is crazy. So this bounty apparently was just to clear the chest. Won't take much.
Burns you.
See if we can get the bonus of killing 100 enemies. With Locust Swarm, it would be too much. There we go, we've got our bonus now.
The truth burns you.
Now we've got level 30. Because we got the bonus, we unlock the bonus chest. So we actually get 2 of these guys now. Tons of nice lootsy inside. And then we also unlocked our new passive, level 30, which we're definitely going to go and take the Fetish Sycophants. Because why not? And then instead of Jungle Fortitude, I'm actually going to grab Pierce the Veil, which increases all of my damage, but increases my damage, but also my mana usage. So, it's okay. Being able to pump out an additional 20% damage on everything you bump into is pretty nice. Each tick of haunt now deals
Long ago,
3,000 points of
5
damage.
clans of the Umbaru tribe left Utiganda and ventured north. After their transformation into Khazra, only a few elders were still able to use magic, and they passed it down to their cleverest children. These are the Tarkan gathered the most devout, driven.
Alright, so we gotta find
martial
5 of these
Zakarum
little
adepts.
monuments.
He taught them to channel the
and
power of
disable
light,
them.
in the same way that the newly founded paladins were being taught. But these recruits, these crusaders, were
arrow
given
says that there's
insight
one over
into the
here.
final powers of Zakarum in a way no paladin ever was.
That yellow didn't even stand a chance.
Need more time. Your day comes.
So as you can tell, Locust Swarm is Witch Doctor's best friend. At least currently right now, for me it is. Just because of how quickly it decimates full mobs of enemies. That was all the pack of blues. So between Haunt and Locust, decimate mostly everything incredibly fast. We're looking for 3 more of the sacrificial thingies. We just unlock Jinx, which increases the duration of my Hex, which I'm actually going to use as soon as I locate, as soon as it's off cooldown. I'll swap that out.
Need more mana.
Just got our secondary ring. Alright, so let's toss on Jinx. Jinx makes it so they take 30% additional damage. We got another Tribune over here. Monument.
Not ready yet.
Whatever the hell it is.
Your death comes.
Got another one right here. You'd be so lucky.
You die.
White necklace. Probably an amulet. Very nice. Another over here. Alright. Now we got fetishes. If you notice, that's our new
I
passive.
cannot carry more.
It summons these little guys.
I need to go back.
They're my buddies. They deal a ton of damage. It's like 160% damage, 180% damage, something like that. They stay around for like 60 seconds. And they are pretty cool. So having them around is going to add a huge amount of damage. The passive that I equip just gives them a random... They have 15% chance to spawn. So it's not guaranteed damage, at least not with this build. But there are builds with the Zunima set, which lets your fetishes... You can summon a fetish army that stays out forever, which is very nice. And you also have the ability to... there's a new belt that actually... it's a legendary belt that allows you to... every time you cast a... Every time you hit with a mana spending move, you have a chance to summon fetish. So it's basically the passive without a percent chance. So if you can spam enough moves, well, it has a percent, just a hidden one. So if you have, you know, a lot of cast speed, which have higher game you will, you can basically keep the 15 out permanently. Like right now I'm balancing 5 at all times, which is pretty good. So we'll keep them around. See what happens. Still haven't found that last one. And sometimes this happens where you get crappy bounties. There we go. And it's just a pain in the ass to get the items. This one took way longer than it probably should have.
My curse.
There we go. So we got one more. Kill the queen. This is actually... Oh wait, hold on. We got a chest. We don't want to run off yet. Ah, we almost missed a chest. There's a whole bunch of stuff inside. Alright. We got one more to kill the spider queen. This is actually the next boss in our story, so slight spoiler, but, you know, This area will now look familiar when we go and knock out that. More.
Spiderlings
I hate
alone may
spiders.
seem
I hate
unthreatening,
spiders so much.
but their presence should be a warning for
Weird coming from a
travelers.
witch doctor.
For wherever
Literally
there are
summoning
spiderlings,
spiders.
there will be matriarchs, and the fully grown arachnids are extremely protective of their young. The spiderlings themselves possess strong appetites, allowing them to do considerable harm to a cornered adventurer. Cocoon.
More lore.
The ubiquitous spider is one of the oldest and most adaptable creatures in the world.
I need
It
money.
also seems to have acquired an unfortunate susceptibility to magic. When exposed, the arachnids will increase dramatically in size and even cast spells. Due to this hazard, I recommend staying out of dark places whenever possible.
Needs more time.
It's really easy to get lost in these caverns. Go the wrong way. We got 8 fetishes. 7 fetishes. When their time runs out, they just die. Try to get another one.
Need more time. You're again. Come.
Alright. Hopefully we took the right way. Oh, we got an event.
Needs more time.
On the chest. Sure.
I do not have enough money.
Get this swarm woman. Work on these guys.
Need more money. You die.
Spiders. We got our 100 already.
I need money.
We get our bonus chest.
The truth burns you.
There we go. Some diamonds. And now we're gonna go kill the queen. Let's do this. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, here we go. So yeah, the queen, she's a bit of a bitch. She kind of comes down and runs away when she gets weak. You have to like continuously do damage here. It prolongs the fight. It's kind of obnoxious. Especially when you deal like a ton of damage. You're just gonna keep running away. This is our last bounty, I think. Yep. So we'll go talk to Tristram.
Rumor holds that
Cheerio.
Archbishop Lazarus loosed a silent terror in
Also
the
a slight
caves
spoiler,
near Leoric's Manor before
Nobody
he
knows who he
died.
is yet.
He labored for weeks over a group of unusually large spiders, and many of his servants quietly disappeared during this time.
Alright,
Well done. Here is your reward.
thank you. So we got a bonus cache. Very nice. So we're gonna open it up, see what we get. Not too much good stuff from the looks of it. We're gonna come turn in the blueprints. We're gonna open up our other cache. Cross our fingers for the ring. Nope, no ring. If we can even get it in the second cache. But what do we get for some loot? Better boots. If ever so slightly better. New belt, very nice. New bracers. Some more new boots. Another ring. Yeah, not a bad haul, I would say. I'm gonna go break it all down. Kill it all off like that. Come over here. Submit all our new pretty little gems here. Turn in all our new crafting, and then our new mat, our Act 1 material. And that's it. That about sums up how adventure mode works. We're gonna upgrade and train our blacksmith a little bit. Upgrade him. She's already up way high. She's what, level 10? 9? No, she's level 10. Level 10's as high as you can take her until you can start doing the higher difficulties. As you can tell, it doesn't take much to upgrade. This is our Mystic. That's all she gets right now, because she's useless at this point in the game. Alright, so for some final shifts in character play, go through Locust Swarm, Devouring Swarm. We don't need more mana, so we'll call that good. Haunt, Resentful Spirit, cast 2. I like that. Hex, we already put Jinx on. Gargantuan. This buffs him up whenever he runs into an elite pack. Lifelink, Zombie Dogs absorb 10% all damage done to you. It's alright, I don't think I need it right now. Widowmakers, Storage Jar, Spiders deal a total 700% weapon damage, so we're going to go with them. We've upgraded all that. We'll stick with passives, I think. I think we're pretty good here. Sure. And that will wrap this video up. Thank you all for watching, and as always, till the next video. Thanks.